to 1119, I think we're on, for Minecraft Paradise Golden Age. So, hopefully you are all doing alright and stay safe. And also, I've noticed something. I always forget to say orange juice at the outro, because I always go, have a nice day, stay safe, cups of food, maybe some orange juice, things of vitamins, very important. And I always miss orange juice sometimes. I don't know why. Let's see. Oop. I accidentally hit my, what do you call it, mouse away there with my hand. That's supposed to be grabbing onto it, but you know, does not want to. We are really running out of glass now. I was not expecting how much glass would be required. Luckily we do have a few stacks back at home, but we should be able to complete, you know, the last, chunk. The last chunk of this. I'll actually just do this window to now. There we go. The problem with having so many windows is that, you know, they always get in the way. And also, thank you, Akira Kick1, for the follow. Hopefully you're doing alright and staying safe. Alright, so let's go and do that. And place that there. And there we go. I'm actually going to hydrate, I tell you. I keep getting this little bit at the back of my throat and it's like bugging me. Ah, that feels a lot better, to be honest. Alright, so let us go and we'll tower our way up. Place it there. Sorry, I could not jump there because I had to itch the side of my nose there. Luckily you could not see my hand tracking. If I had hand tracking. Yeah, that's actually looking quite nice. I think we might actually get started on the middle one now. I really want to do something nice for the middle one, but for now I'll just leave it plain glass. And I think in the future we'll, you know, add something even nicer to it. Like we'll try doing some stained glass stuff. Definitely gonna need my pickaxe for this. There we go. And there we go. Break, place that. I do not have to break anything there. I just say break every once in a while because I need to think like, do I need to break that or, you know, place it? And sometimes I accidentally just say break when I'm trying to place, or say place. Very weird. Very weird. But you're weird. I'm just joking with you. Alright. Yeah, that's actually not looking too bad at all. And we're actually on that little line there. Let us go like this. And connect all of this up. And then it all meet in the middle. This will look so nice with some texture. Well, not texture pack. Shaders. I meant to say shaders. I'm very surprised I got the size and for this window not that bad. Like, surprisingly, it actually looks, you know, quite stunning. That's what I will say. It looks quite stunning. Ah, that's looking quite nice. I do need to fix all of the dark spots that you see, you know, just up on the ceiling. But a lot of that will have to be, you know, solved later on. And a lot of this area right here will be, you know, I'm not sure now. I'm not sure. I do plan on doing a balcony. But I'm not sure if I will put the rooms up here or not now. I will probably do a big balcony going all the way along to probably this bit. And then curve it. I think that will work. I'll just have to work with this window here that seems a little bit too tall. Because that should be where the flooring goes. And I'll probably slab the flooring. So, yeah, this window's a little bit too tall. But I can solve that another time. Alright, so let us go and we'll head up to these windows up here. We'll sort out these windows up here. before moving on to our other thing that we need to do. There we go. I forgot we only need 4 for these. I was thinking I needed 6 for these. But no. Oops. Didn't mean to place that there. Ah, poop. There we go. Alrighty, right. Now I just go like this. Gotta be terrible for cleaning up, but I'm pretty sure we can do it easily. But it should allow me to go and fill up all of these windows quite fast. The surprise is, it's almost this, you know, a tire stack long. No wonder it was taking me so much, you know, redwood, that being, you know, jungle wood, to fill up all of this flooring. Also, I noticed there is a few torches that I left out of place. I need to sort those. We did have some dark, you know, problems once I got the floor done. Let's see. I'm actually looking quite forward to finishing off this build, because once it's actually complete, I get to, you know, work on a few other stuff. But also, it's another build project complete, you know, for now, until I, you know, come back to it. As I plan on doing some other build projects for, you know, a while. Probably that storage system that I promised, you know, finish. I'm looking quite forward to it, actually. I may dread it, but at the same time, you know, I'm looking quite forward to it. I am going to need a lot of dyes, so we'll have to go and grab a bunch of dyes for that. Are we on? Oh yeah, this is the last window here. Last window on this side of the building. That is very surprising. For some reason, that felt like it went faster than it, you know, than anything. Oop. Oopsie daisy. So let us go and just start mining out all of this flooring here. I knew I would fall. I knew I would fall. Alright, let me grab this crafting table because I feel like I'll need it very soon when I need some more glass. But I'll grab all of the dirt that is on the ground here. Luckily none of it fell into those little tiny bits there. I was very glad that when I was going along that none of them fell into that little slice up there. The windowsill. That would have been a pain to go back up and then grab. Ah. Those windows up there are not done yet, yeah. Okay, I was just wondering there to myself. Like, are those windows done or is it just my imagination? No, it was just the stars out front, you know. That is looking quite nice. I'm going to sneeze. Apologies there. Apologies. I feel like a BD level and curse me to sneeze there. Alright, so let us go and we'll head along here. Grab a stack of that. I actually did have some on me. Nope, I don't need to place that there. I need to place it over there. This is all that, and this is all that. Not too bad, actually. Not too bad at all. There we go. Grab all of that. I feel like I'm missing like one or two of them. Not sure. I missed a window up there. That is so awkward. That is so awkward. There we go. So let me go and place all of that there. Oop. And it's got fall. I'm going to have to pick that up in a second. You know what, I could just go like that. There we go. Alright, so let me go and fill in all of this window here. I can't wait to see this in the morning. This is gonna look so nice. I'm gonna put on a texture pack specifically for yous. Alright, gang? Specifically for yous. I forgot about, you know, being out of hunger. There we go. So, I'll just shimmy along here. And fill in all of that. Fill in that window. Oop. I misplaced once again, gang. Did not help that I was itching my nose there. It's very irritated, I tell you. Very irritated. There we go. Not too bad at all. And I'll go up there and I'll fill in these two windows here. Should be near my last window here. I think that is near the last window on this floor. We do have these windows over here, but you know, that's not what I was meaning, on this lower bit here. And now we'll get started on doing these windows. I need to make sure I'm on the same level as them. Alright, all the way along. Ah, hello there, Whiskey. Hopefully you're doing alright and staying safe. Alright, so we'll continue work on this, but hopefully you're doing alright and staying safe, Whiskey. Sorry, I meant to say that again. What have you been up to? What have you been up to? My nose is like so itchy, it's so irritated. I tell you, ever since I sneezed, I think... Maybe I got... I sneezed because something was irritating me before, but I'm only feeling the irritation now. That's probably... yeah. My nose is getting a little bit red. I think there's been like pollen or dust in the air, I tell you. Maybe the farmer's doing their field again. There we go. I'm doing alright. I'm up at work early. But it's good to see you. It's good to see you too. Hopefully you're doing alright and staying safe. I'm currently working on our Abbey, which has took me so long. This is... I guess we got an early visitor. I've been working my butt off as usual. About 4 hours sleep, dang. That's as much as I got, I think it was before yesterday. I'd ran on like 4 hours of sleep for almost 24 hours. Which is, you know, not the best, I tell you, not the best. But hopefully you do get some rest eventually, I tell you. Hopefully you do get some rest eventually. And hopefully the load of work, you know, lightens up a bit. Especially with spring coming up soon. Oop. I misplaced that glass there again. We did it before and I'm doing it again. There we go. Oh, gorgeous. Hey! I really do like how this looks so far. Like, you know, I will plan on changing out the glass later on. But for now, it's going to look like this. And I actually do like how this looks so far. I think, yeah, can I change the glass color? No. I can make glass panes using scratched glass panes, which it's kind of weird. But I plan on, swapping out the glass in the future for some coloured glass. Which will look amazing with the texture pack. Well, not texture pack, shaders. Unfortunately, my mobile data is being a bit rude right now, so I won't be able to stay. Keep on keeping on, friend. You too, you stay safe, alright? Remember to stay hydrated, that's important, I tell you, that is important. I demand you hydrate, alright? Alrighty, so let us go and we'll continue to finish off these glass. We are nearing completion for this. And I've just ran out of glass. Oop. Well, I do not need that glass stack on me then now. I do. But I still have some glass in the backpack, so I'll use that for that. I still have some glass left over, gang. Do not worry, do not worry. Alright, so let us go and fill in all of this. Now, I do know that it's not, you know, reaching those corner bits, but I'm pretty sure I could just get a mod that, you know, does that for me. Or a texture pack that just, you know, puts it into those corners. Let's see. There we go. Not too bad, not too bad at all. Alright, let us actually... How did you get inside? Well, at least I got a free, you know, Heart of Darkness. Oh, I did actually get Hearts of Darkness. Maybe we can get a unicorn again. I do plan on, what you call it, working on my horse, you know, quest. But the problem is, in 1.12.2, it is bugged beyond belief, I tell you. It's bugged beyond belief. If you play 1.12.2 Minecraft More Creatures, the chances of you actually getting the horses to spawn the way that they're supposed to is near to impossible. I say near to impossible because there are some mods that allow you to, you know, get horses a little bit easier. But with those, you know, mods, it's a, you know, hit or miss if it, you know, breaks the More Creature horse or not. The problem with More Creatures is that they combined it with real life, you know, not real life horses, but Minecraft horses in the breeding thing. So you have to find the Minecraft More Creatures horse, and you have to find the real life Minecraft horse, which kinda, you know, doesn't work out the best if I'm being honest. It's really messy if I'm being honest. Let me eat some of this baked potato. Not baked potato. Sorry, I'm too used to saying eat baked potato. But it's rotten flesh that I have to rely on now. I've not said baked potato in such a long time. I don't know why I said it all of a sudden. But now that we have ate some rotten flesh to give myself, you know, the ability to run finally, let us actually head up here. I break that. Break that. And surprisingly, that actually fits quite well there. I don't need to fill in that hole right there. Alright. So, let me go grab that glass out of my backpack. And we'll go and fill in all of this here. There we go. You know, it is very surprising that I'm on 1,119 episodes now. Does not feel like that. It might be one off or something. Sometimes I count wrong. Oh, there we go. It's like a yawn that was trapped in my throat there, I tell you. And it was like, it felt terrible. It felt terrible. Alright. So, let us go and we'll head along this side. This is not the best, you know, strategy, but I need to get over there anyway. There we go. Oh. Let me place all of this here. There we go. What could we talk about while we're working on this? Well, I do need to work on the storage room, so we'll talk about that. So the storage room is definitely going to require a lot of dyes, if I'm being honest. I plan on doing colored glass. I'm going to have to grab more. I need to go grab more, you know, materials, that being sand. I probably have sand somewhere. Oop. Don't want to leave that up there. One of you would complain about that. That one little detail that your ADHD brain cannot handle. You know what, it's perfectly understandable, it's very annoying. There we go. So, let us go and break that. And now we go like this. What else could we talk about? Well, apart from the glass that we're needing for our, you know, storage room, we're gonna need a bit of gravel, but I think I have some gravel left over, so I think we're perfectly fine for gravel. If nothing's changed, I tell you, if nothing's changed. I need to get in there. I think some of the dirt's fallen in there. Surprisingly, no dirt fell in that water there. Very surprised by that. My throat's so cloggy now. Get out of here. Get out of here. It's weird to think that, you know, spiders only attack you if it's under light level 7. There we go. That is on the right axis. For some reason that looked so wrong to me and I saw it like it was not on the right axis. That is not bad. That is not bad at all. I forgot the glass up there. Poop. We need to get up there fast. You know what, we'll use the dirt method, but we'll do it on the outside. Well, why don't I just do it on the inside? I could easily do that. I don't know why, but you know, I have this hunger, you know, thing, and it's really annoying me. In real life, you know, when your stomach gets that, like, you know, warm kind of way telling you, like, you should eat, you know, and I'm like, do I really want to eat, you know? You're mean to me, Snummy. You're mean to me. Alright. How about I just jump through the window there for a second? We'll do this window, so I don't have to pillar all the way along. There we go. Grab that. And fill in the last of all of these. And that's the 4 to finish off with that. Now I'll grab these crafting tables that I left up here so long ago. And I'm going to quickly run all the way over here. And I was actually thinking about breaking this. Yeah, I will break this. I have one on the other side. I'll use that in case. Yeah, I'll use that. Oh, it's snowing. I don't get the best screenshots if it snows, I tell you. There we go. And I don't want my game crashing because, you know, I turned on shaders. It likes to do that sometimes. Which can be a kind of a pain in the butt. There we go. That is all the glass in this build project. Complete. That does not feel like that. It does not feel like that, to be honest. We do also need to do the bell tower, which is going in this little slice that you see here. Which is actually not too bad, to be honest. I can, you know, make this look quite nice. I think I'll probably make it come out this bit here. There. That'd be curved over. And then make this the slice that goes upwards into the rectangle. Probably be the best tower that I've built, you know, the best bell tower that I've built so far in this series. Which is kind of weird to say, I tell you. Which is kind of weird to say. Alright. Let me put the glass in the backpack. And what time are we at? We're at the 23-minute mark, meaning that is the day's end of doing some Jungle Paradise for today. Next episode, we shall be working on... You know what, I was going to turn the shader on, wasn't I? I'll extend this a little bit longer. Shader takes a little bit to, you know, apply itself, and then takes a little bit to unapply itself, so... How about we give it a second? I'll actually turn down my render distance just a tad little bit there. And let me turn on shaders. What shader shall I pick? Cilders isn't bad, to be honest. My hand just, you know, sprang there in pain. I was trying to lift it off, but I had to turn around and then lift it off, and I had to see the bone in it, and it just, it really hurt. We're waiting on it applying, gang. Give it a second. Give it a second. It likes to be sucky like this, to be honest. Oh. Is it applied yet? hopefully, you know, not messed up anything. Oh, you hear that? We heard something. There it is. It's a little bit foggy, but that's not too bad. I can easily solve that issue by turning up my render distance a tiny little bit there. This is going to be very laggy. Just bear with me, gang. Just bear with me. That would be very nice for a screenshot. You can see the moon rising. But it's not what I wanted to see. I wanted to see behind me. There we go. And you know what? I can just exit out. There we go. Well, that is where we're going to be ending off for today for some Jungle Paradise. Let me just go and, you know, take those shaders off. Alright, so hopefully you did enjoy this. Have a nice day, stay safe, possible. No, my brain, you know, was farting there, I do apologise. So, have a nice day, stay safe, possible. Made some interesting things, very important. Everybody say things, have a nice day,